All right, hello everybody. This is my first update on my journey to speak at Open Source Summit Japan. Today I'll be doing some overall planning and trying to figure out maybe a few little details, or at least kind of giving you an idea how I'm thinking about things. So it will be, I think, rather short. And then following tomorrow, I'll probably start building a website for all of you to kind of see how things are going. We'll be probably following from my previous stream on Monday about building a personal website with Meteor 3. I had an interesting discussion with another developer, and I will probably, instead of building with React and Meteor, I'll build it with Solid and Meteor, which was originally my intention, but I got swept in the mood of just trying to rebuild it quickly. So I will start a completely new approach. It will be, I'll probably also do it on Monday as well. So stay tuned for that. But now let's switch to kind of planning for Japan so you get an idea what I'm thinking about everything. So we have the venue information, we have the date. Just a reminder, it will be Monday and Tuesday, the 28th of October. So for me, I will need to arrive the previous week. I'm thinking of flying out Monday 21st, which would mean arriving on Tuesday 22nd. But in general, anytime during the previous week, probably as long as I arrive, at least latest on Friday, but I would prefer to arrive early because last time I went to Japan, I had a very nasty jet lag. So the earlier I arrive, the better. So Monday, Tuesday arrival would be the best for me. And then comes the question. Now let's take a quick look here at where the event actually is taking place. So it's right here, Toranomon Hills, which is on Subway, which and near Shimbashi Station, actually quite a walk from there. I have found a hotel called Kandi Hotels Tokyo Shimbashi, which is actually one of the recommended ones. And I think it's a nice mix between not being too expensive and having all that I need, almost, and not being super expensive. When speaking of what I need, is if this is going to work, I always prefer to go with hotels or stuff that have onsen. Here they call it the sky spa, so as you can look after a day to just soak in water, hot water like this, and everything is just absolutely amazingly relaxing. So if hotel has that, then great. And as for rooms, not the most spacious, but not too crazy. The main thing is I have a working desk, so I can prepare for the talk and do any additional work as needed. And I have also, apparently will have also some space to sit down and enjoy the view on Tokyo. So I have found that. That's one option. Of course, you can imagine it's Tokyo, so it's going to be pretty expensive. So I'm thinking of depending on how things go, if I can have people help me with offset the cost, I could potentially stay there the entire week, or maybe to save some cost. What I'm thinking of is to, once I arrive, to go outside of Tokyo and then come to Tokyo only for the conference to save some cost. And I can either go to possibly Ueda, which is where I went to Japanese school to learn some Japanese, which I really need to really get back into, or I could go to Sendai, where I could potentially rent an apartment from a Czech apprentice who lives there. So that would be probably the cheapest option, and also would kind of help to stay relatively cheap over a longer period of time, which I plan to stay after the conference in Japan for a while. Another option would be maybe somewhere along the new Shinkansen route, because I like to do that, to explore the new Shinkansen, all that stuff. So I'm going to do that anyway. So it's just a question if I'll go there early or later on. I'm kind of more leaning towards later on. So Ueda is like 90 minutes by Shinkansen to Tokyo. The same thing for Sendai, even though it's much further away, just that because Shinkansen can go faster there. And it's more leveled as, going to Ueda is going uphill, and it's kind of speed limited, especially then through the populated area down here. Or maybe something completely wild like Niigata. Or maybe Yokohama. So, but I'm thinking more like, something maybe quieter like Ueda, so I can also enjoy the fall in general as things will start. But that will be after the conference in November, more like, but still very nice to get started on that. So that's one. Or as I said, if I can get your support and offset the cost, I might consider staying in that hotel from the time I arrive till the end of the conference, and just to kind of get you the idea around for the hotel, it's in Shimbashi. I think it's somewhere around here. So then I can, wake up, get the hotel breakfast, and walk over relatively. I think it's like 10-15 minutes walk tops, probably less with my long legs. So you can walk there and be relaxed, because the important thing for me, I will be already stressed out about giving this talk. It's a big venue, important conference, a few other things going on as well. So the goal for me is, with my accommodation and everything, is to be as least stressed as possible. So these from the time I arrive till the end of the conference, things will be really scripted, I would say, for me, what I'm going on each day, and it will be, especially before conference, very relaxed. It will be like last minute adjustments, and then after a conference it will be much more, I would say, freeing me going around as well. And I just saw here some interesting point. I like my shrines, so I will be probably going and visiting them around another part, because the shrines are super relaxing and enjoyable. So this is where it's going to take place. Just to kind of orient you, Shimbashi is just 2 stations from the Tokyo main station, and south of the Imperial Palace over here on the top. So that's kind of the big overview of how I'm seeing it. If I'll stay in Tokyo, then it's going to be more expensive for the hotel, but it's going to be cheaper for travel. On the other hand, if I go outside of Tokyo, I will probably get the 3-week JAR pass. So week before the conference, the week of conference, and the week after. It's the same price if I would just get the week before and week after the conference. So I would go for 3 weeks, so I can travel, and after I calculated it, for the 1 week, if I travel 4 times with the Shinkansen or so from a bit distant destination like Sendai, it pays off. So that's what I'm looking at. And while in Tokyo, I would probably just do really quick quick explorations or quick trips before the conference itself. Just like 1 or 2 places to visit a day, then going back to recuperate and work and prepare the talk. So that's where I'm at with my planning. Of course, I have to visit the Hokusai Museum. So that's how things goes. After the conference, I will probably look into more business stuff around the universe as well, and other business opportunities, and also relaxation and travel. I would definitely love to go to some traditional onsen to really relax and de-stress, because I know once I'm done with the conference and my everything is just going to really, I need to wash it all away, the stress, before I can get into anything else. So I'll need this hard break on that. So maybe going to Besho Onsen, which I know which is very easily accessible with the train, or maybe I might try for some of the more popular up here, because there is quite here near Yamagata, there is quite a few onsens. Over here we have the Zao Onsen, which that's where I went skiing during winter once, really nice. But I think over here, if this loads, yikes, some bigger, let's zoom in, should be another really nice onsen. And I'm just blanking on what was the name of it here, especially since it doesn't display as easily. Takase Onsen maybe, or actually maybe not, because this is near Yamadera, which is also absolutely gorgeous. So I will be visiting that one again, especially now with the fall leaves. That's going to be breathtaking. So there's quite a few onsens around here, so I will probably go for a couple of days to one of them. That will be my personal, completely, I will not even dare to ask you to offset that. So what I'm looking for is to help offset the cost of the plane ticket, the lodging during the conference, and some basic necessities like food, so that I don't have to really stress that much, hopefully, about the money. It doesn't mean that if I don't get help with this, that it's not going to happen, but I hope that I can get your help with it to make things easier for me, so I can better represent a Meteor community and make this a success, so that because part of it is less me think about stressing about the money and all that stuff. All right, so that's what I am thinking. The calculations I made is, again, it depends, and I would like to hear your comments. What would you recommend on or like to see? Should I stay in Tokyo from the beginning till the end of the conference, or just should I go out and then come back for the conference itself? So hopefully to have cheaper accommodation elsewhere. And it's the difference is, if I stay there from approximately my arrival till the conference, it's like it's above 250,000 yen for the lodging. If I go there just for the time of the conference, it's 80,000 yen or approximately for over here. So almost So I will actually be looking probably on this early discounts. I will have to actually get it soon, so it would be 261,000 yen, and this one is like 90,000 yen for the time of the conference. So arriving the day before the conference and checking out the day after the conference. So that's that, and of course here is the Japan Rail Pass going from 50,000 yen to 100,000 yen for the 3 weeks. And well, of course, if I decide, or if I kind of look into being outside of Tokyo, I'll have to check how the lodging is going to be there. I'll have to make look into the possible options, and I have my Quint is coming to Prague on a trip in September, so I will discuss this with him in detail, and based on the availability and everything, I will make a decision if renting from him or staying in Tokyo or some other place. So that's that. And as I mentioned before, Monday I will be doing a stream about building my website with Solid.js and Meteor.js together. Had some email exchange yesterday, or much really this morning, the response that made me really optimistic about Solid and Meteor, and I'm looking to really explore that more on Monday. Today and tomorrow I want to focus on my Hanbai1 business. There I need to kind of finish one pull request and on that, and then it will be kind of next week for that I will be looking into upgrading to Meteor 3, so that's going to be quite stressful. Hopefully I can finish that within a week, and for the universe I need to finish the admin and start uploading some stories that we've got from authors and kind of move things forward on that. Given the cost and everything, and I'm kind of really low on cash from all these entrepreneurial activities and supporting open source, I will also be I'm looking, and I'll actually have a talk hopefully on Tuesday about getting another job, so that I can kind of build up some money, and I will have to make sure that I can get the payments for that not at the end of the month, but kind of at the end of each week, so that I can start buying the hotels and everything for Japan while it's still cheap. Because of course the closer I get to coming to Japan and everything, the more expensive things are going to get, and the deals that you saw there very quickly, like here, so I have to kind of get it 21 days in advance. So in order to qualify, of course I'll sign up as a member and whatnot to get eligible. So that's kind of my battle plan. Okay, let me know if you would like me to stay in Tokyo or maybe go outside. It will also depend then what content I will be doing those days for you, and anything else that comes to mind. And I will see you probably tomorrow in another update, and of course on Monday on my regular stream. Okay, have a nice weekend.